Hey everybody, it's Jeff, and here's what I did today on Workbench, where I stream my open source innovation work on Twitch. So I did a quick unscheduled stream to add Vecty support back to vtemplate, the view-like template for Go, since I had refactored it into a proper library. I implemented a version that outputs HTML, and we had an example, and we saw that before, and then I needed to create another package that is used to use the same framework to render Vecty components, and this sort of becomes a lot easier. There's not a whole lot here to it, and in fact we can reuse all the HTML directives for if, bind, and for. And of course on is special for Vecty since you actually have event callbacks, and so that's also pretty trivial, and it's all pretty straightforward, just kind of adapting it and messing with it ran into some problems with like my reflection library and some minor things with vtemplate, but that's it. So I rewrote my old Markdown demo, which was actually Brian Kettleson's Markdown demo, and I had kind of turned it into a prototype to prove the concept of something like vtemplate before I made it a library, and basically rewrote it, basically deleted a bunch of code since vtemplate does it all now. And I had to just implement this sort of wrapper to set things up, setting up the parser, telling it there's going to be some custom elements, and then calling our new render function that'll actually turn that tree into components. And then we were already calling a render in here, so that's it. So this is the body. You can see it's just like before. Everything works as expected. You can see here. Right. So the only thing I didn't get to do was slots. So Vue and web components have the concept of slots where you can actually, and React supports this as well, right? If you have a component and it has inner HTML, you want to be able to use that in some way. And so right now we don't have any way to do that. And it's kind of template specific, right? You don't really have this concept if you're using the built-in Vecty functions to generate stuff, because there's no template to find some like inner in there. So anyway, so that's something I need to figure out. I'll do that next, and it shouldn't be that difficult. After that, I can just start wrapping this up into a user-friendly web framework, which is its whole own task. I want to make it easy to load templates from files that live next to the Go file. So I'd probably have like a page view Go component file for this struct definition, and then this file name with .html living next to it, and then making it easy for it to just sort of like find that file, probably loading that in with the Go bin data or something, which then gets into reworking the dev harness that I've been using, that basically right now it just serves up the file and watches for changes and rebuilds it, but it also refreshes the page whenever there's changes. So that's obviously really helpful and really simple. It's just doing a page refresh. It's not doing any like hot reloading or anything like that. I don't really want to do that. I don't really need to. So that's it for now. Let me know if you have any thoughts or questions in the comments, and subscribe if you'd like to follow along, or join me on Twitch Tuesdays and Thursdays and whenever else I feel like working on this stuff, just like today. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.